Earthquakes, the relentless force of nature that can shake civilizations to their core. In this video, we will explore some of the most devastating earthquakes that have left an indelible mark on our world. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Now get ready for the raw power of nature. On Tuesday, January 12, 2010, a catastrophic magnitude 7.0 earthquake struck the town of Léogâne, only 15 miles west of Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti. Haiti, the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere, has had a tragic history of natural disasters, including tropical cyclones in the summer of 2008, which caused nearly 800 deaths. The earthquake left a trail of destruction, crippling Haiti's communication, transportation, and healthcare systems. In February 2010, Prime Minister Jean-Max Bellerive estimated that 250,000 residences and 30,000 commercial buildings were severely damaged and needed to be demolished. The deputy mayor of Léogâne reported that 90% of the town's buildings had been destroyed. Many government and public buildings were damaged or destroyed, including the Palace of Justice, the National Assembly, the Supreme Court, and Port-au-Prince Cathedral. Rescue efforts were hindered by damaged infrastructure, confusion, and logistical challenges. In the wake of the tragedy, the global community responded. Humanitarian aid poured in, and telethon with the campaign Hope for Haiti Now raised a remarkable $58 million. The quake's impact on the most densely populated areas was staggering. The International Federation of Red Cross estimated up to 3 million people affected. As Haiti grappled with the aftermath, the true toll on human lives remained uncertain. The first anniversary marked a somber occasion, with Prime Minister Bellerive revising the death toll to over 316,000, emphasizing the enduring impact of that fateful day. On January 1, 2024, Japan experienced a powerful magnitude 7.6 earthquake that shook the nation for about 3 minutes. This earthquake was significant, not only for its magnitude, but also for its location. The Noto Peninsula hadn't experienced such a powerful quake since the late 19th century. The impact was so forceful that it not only raised parts of the coastline, but also shifted the Earth's figure axis. Large parts of Japan's western coast, from Hokkaido to Nagasaki prefectures, were immediately placed under a tsunami warning after the earthquake struck. Approximately 62,000 people were under evacuation orders, with 1,000 seeking refuge at the Japan Air Self-Defense Force base in Wajima. The first waves, reaching around 20 past 4 p.m., surprised residents due to their quicker-than-anticipated arrival. The resulting tsunami caused flooding exceeding 13 feet along the peninsula. Suzu experienced waves surpassing 15 feet, leading to home destruction and seawall damage. The earthquake struck as Japan was marking New Year's Day, a public holiday when many were at home, and most establishments were closed. At least 233 deaths occurred in Ishikawa Prefecture, with 99 in Suzu, 98 in Wajima, 20 in Anamizu, 8 in Noto, 5 in Nanao, 2 in Shika, and 1 in Hakui. 15 people died in the aftermath due to injuries or illnesses. More than 80% of the deaths were due to collapsed homes. At least 1,173 people were seriously injured in the Noto prefecture, with 22 people remaining missing as of January 20th. On the fateful day of February 27, 2010, a magnitude 8.8 earthquake struck off the coast of Chile, lasting for about 3 intense minutes. The shocks reverberated across 6 Chilean regions, affecting 80% of the country's population. Seismologists calculated the earthquake's power, revealing that it might have shortened the day by 1.2 microseconds and shifted Earth's figure axis. The displacement was tangible, with Concepcion moving 11 feet west, and even Buenos Aires, 840 miles away, moved 1.5 inches. A series of 130 aftershocks followed, including a 6.2 magnitude quake just 20 minutes after the initial shock. The earthquake triggered a devastating tsunami, causing widespread destruction along Chile's coast, and even reaching as far as Japan and California. The consequences were dire, with buildings collapsing, power outages, fires, and several coastal towns devastated. In addition, over 1,000 landslides were mapped, contributing to the destruction of 370,000 homes. President Michelle Bachelet declared a state of catastrophe, with significant economic losses estimated at $30 billion. A day after the earthquake, nearly half of the places in the country were declared catastrophe zones. Some affected cities were chaotic, with many episodes of looting in supermarkets and shops. Curfews were imposed in some areas due to public disorder, and a special force of police, the Carabineros, was sent to disperse looters and rioters with tear gas and water cannons. In the aftermath, a prison riot erupted in Concepcion, adding to the chaos. By March 1, prison guards recaptured 36 of the 203 escaped prisoners. However, the countermeasures were implemented too late. The impact on communities and the nation's infrastructure was profound, leaving scars that would take years to heal. The final death toll of 525 victims and 25 people missing was announced by authorities in January 2011. On March 11, 2011, a megathrust earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 struck the Pacific Ocean east of the Oshika Peninsula in Tōhoku, becoming the most powerful earthquake ever recorded in Japan, and the fourth most potent globally since the advent of modern seismography in 1900. The seismic waves unleashed by the earthquake were of unprecedented strength. The surface energy was calculated at almost double that of the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake, which killed 230,000 people. The Earth's axis shifted by an estimated 4 to 10 inches, increasing the rotational speed and shortening the day by 1.8 microseconds. This undersea tremor lasted approximately 6 minutes, triggering a devastating tsunami with waves traveling at 435 miles per hour, reaching staggering heights of up to 131 feet and penetrating up to 6 miles inland in some regions. The tsunami spread across the Pacific Ocean, reaching the entire coast of North and South America from Alaska to Chile, causing warnings and evacuations in numerous countries bordering the Pacific. After the main quake, Japan experienced over 1,000 aftershocks that continued to shake the country for years. Beyond the physical devastation, a combination of snowfall and freezing temperatures has compounded the difficulties faced by survivors. The tsunami also generated an unprecedented amount of debris estimated at 11 billion pounds. The waste, including plastic and styrofoam, reached the coasts of Canada and the United States, altering ecosystems. The earthquake also left around 4.4 million households without electricity, due several nuclear and conventional power plants went offline. And if all this wasn't enough, the earthquake triggered a catastrophic nuclear disaster at Fukushima Daiichi power plant, leading to meltdowns of 3 reactors. Evacuations within a 12 miles radius became imperative, and the environmental consequences would resonate for years. If you want more details about the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster, you can check out our video, which highlights some of the most catastrophic nuclear incidents in history. The aftermath brought about both a humanitarian crisis and a significant economic impact. Over 340,000 people were displaced, facing shortages of essential resources. The economic toll was staggering, estimated at 10 trillion yen, about $122 billion. Tragically, the official figures released in 2021 reported 19,759 deaths, 6,200 injured, and over 2,500 missing. On December 26, 2004, the world witnessed a catastrophic event that shook the very foundations of the Earth. At 7:58 local time, a seismic juggernaut unleashed its fury off the west coast of northern Sumatra, Indonesia. This undersea earthquake, with a magnitude ranging from 9.1 to 9.3, was the most powerful ever recorded in Asia, the most potent earthquake in the 21st century, and at least the third most powerful earthquake ever recorded in the world since modern seismography began. The energy released on the Earth's surface was estimated to be over 1,500 times that of the Hiroshima atomic bomb. But the terror didn't end there. The earthquake triggered a monstrous tsunami with waves reaching up to 90 feet high, wreaking havoc along the coasts of 14 countries. The Boxing Day tsunami, as it came to be known, left a trail of destruction, claiming the lives of an estimated 230,000 people, marking it as the deadliest natural disaster of the 21st century. In the aftermath, the Earth continued to tremble with countless aftershocks, a haunting reminder of the colossal forces unleashed that day. Relief agencies were faced with the monumental task of rescuing survivors, and as the world mobilized in response, the magnitude of the tragedy became clear. Hundreds of thousands of lives were erased, and entire communities were devastated. But the destruction went beyond human lives. The environmental impact was profound, leaving ecosystems in disarray. Coral reefs and coastal wetlands were among the casualties, and the road to recovery for these vital ecosystems would be long and arduous. Economies were not spared, with local industries like fishing and tourism facing near-total devastation. Rebuilding efforts commenced, and the road to recovery was marked by global cooperation and support. Indonesia bore the brunt, and the sheer scale of the disaster prompted a global humanitarian response, with donations totaling more than $14 billion, equivalent to $22 billion in today's currency. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami will forever be etched in history, as a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the indomitable spirit of humanity in the face of adversity. And that concludes our exploration of some of the most devastating earthquakes in history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share the video with those who might be interested.